All right, so thanks for coming in on the live stream today. We're going to be diving into a little about what Roaring Kitty is going to be doing and what effect this may have on traditional stock trading. And it's going to be a good one. I think you guys will like it. We've got some stuff lined up. We will be going to the live stream once that Mr. Gill hits up and starts rolling. But my name is Paul Barron. Welcome back into Tech Path. Let's get in it today. One of the things that, of course, we want to touch on right now is the GameStop stock, GME, erasing a massive 40% pre-market gain. This, of course, fell a little bit based on a swing that the stock had a little bit in terms of the issuance of shares. So they announced that they're going to do a share issuance of 75 million shares. Quarterly sales dropped to about 881 million from 1.2 bill a year ago. All eyes still looking at the live stream. Whether or not this will play into his strategy, and I think a lot of people are looking at the live stream right now. If you go over to the live stream, you can kind of see the numbers right here, guys. I want to showcase this right there. That's 285,000 people looking at this right now. So this is why I think the Wall Street is so concerned about this, is the massive effect of what the masses now have access to in terms of education, being able to really kind of launch a whole strategy around trading, whether you're into crypto or you're not. There is a lot going on in this direction. I want to go to a clip real quick. This was a clip that breaks down whether or not they were going to ban Roaring Kitty from E-Trade. Take a look.
The E-Trade, potentially banning him from the platform. What would be the cause for that? What would be the rationale?
They can do it really for any reason. There is a clause that says that they can restrict an account or close an account at their sole discretion. They will be watching Roaring Kitty and Keith Gill at 12 noon today, and they will need to make some decisions.
So what would be something he would say in a video that would cause them to ban him?
If he gives any inkling that he is working with a group of people or colluding in any way, or has been in discussions in a private context in any way with other people, that could be suspicious.
All right, so you can kind of see the situation there. Tuning in. I mean, they're just waiting to pounce. And the strategy around this, listen, guys, this is being done all over the world, including Wall Street. So this kind of position really is more about how does Wall Street figure out how do they get from behind the eight ball when the apes are basically piling into the market, which is what's happening right now. Another clip that kind of started to set this up was Vlad. This is the CEO of Robinhood. And he's talking about whether or not we would start to see Robinhood itself break down. Everybody remembers the debacle we've seen before. Listen to what he had to say.
And are you prepared to handle the kind of volume that might come with that live stream at noon?
We are prepared. We've been working on improving the infrastructure. So I definitely don't want to jinx anything. Right. You know, I'm a very superstitious person in a way. But yeah, I know the team's going to be ready.
All right, so at least their servers did hold up. Robinhood was able to stay online. However, NASDAQ did do a ton of trading halts on GameStop already. So it's already started the process. And I think we're going to see a lot of volatility today, which is typical of how these things work. And remember, you know, we cover the technology around blockchain, how it interfaces to the financial markets, and some of the reasons that we believe, and I think many people believe, that blockchain fixes a lot of these problems. And this is an example of just that. This was a piece that we pulled from the head of the DTCC, and it came from a hearing early this week when we broke down tokenized assets a little bit more. Take a look at what they had to say.
You were very involved, not you personally, but DTCC, very involved in the GameStop mania, where Robinhood woke up in the middle of the night trying to make margin. Could tokenization have made that analysis of determining what the margin call was for them more straightforward, more easy? Would having it on a ledger have made that easier?
Yes. One of the attributes that we believe...
So that would reduce fragility in that instance, potentially?
One of the attributes we believe that tokenization, along with smart contracts, would allow the automation and increase efficiency of margin calculation and margin movement. So you will see an increase in velocity there. So we do believe that's one of the efficiencies to be able to deliver faster and more efficiently.
All right, to give you an example of this is Dex Tools, and this is on Solana trading GameStop, and it just shows you the capacity of what you've got access to in terms of data. But this is just one example. You've also got this on Base as well, so you can kind of see a little bit of the market cap. Let me kind of look at that here. We've got market cap about 138 million right there, 24-hour volume about 125. On Base, we're setting, low market cap right there, and a little bit of volume. Actually, volume starting to spike a little bit there. So, but the cool thing is this all is available now, and I think that's why we're seeing such a huge push toward tokenized assets in general, why we see Larry Fink continuously campaigning on this very topic. And if you look at what's happening within the Base ecosystem right now, of course, all of this is really coming down to Onchain Summer, where we see hundreds, if not thousands, of projects being launched with all sorts of tokens, all sorts of meme coins, and everything. You can kind of see the growth that we've already started to see here. Man, look at this chart. Let me kind of zoom in on this a little bit for you guys on the growth of what we're talking about here. This is pretty significant on Base, covering what seems to be, you can kind of see it just, I'm kind of blowing this up right here on the chart itself. Man, that's a huge move up here right now. I think this is going to be an absolute big success again for Coinbase and Base to draw in a lot of new people, which is part of the process of crypto, is getting new people into it and understanding kind of what this means for maybe traditional stock trading, and also how this might apply to how do markets get affected by these kind of movements. Because remember, the S&P 500 has been hitting all-time highs all year long. Many people would call it right now overheated. Most of this is coming obviously from maybe the top 4 to 5 stocks, especially if you look at the NVIDIA performance. But I think when you look at that and the potential of going into risk assets, such we have here in terms of Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of the altcoins, I think this starts to set up some very good potentials for not only this summer, but also moving into the fall where we could see some all-time highs. We'll get into some charts on this as well. I want to go to another clip here because this is Vlad talking about tokenized assets and why this is so important. Take a look.
What will change for customers of Robinhood once you get Bitstamp up and running and incorporated? You already offer 24-hour trading Monday through Friday. Well, Bitcoin,
Sunday night even.
Bitcoin, needless to say, trades never stop. It's 24/7 all the time. Weekend trading. When and how are you preparing to offer that?
Yeah, so we obviously offer it already with cryptocurrencies. With the traditional equities markets, it's a more difficult proposition. You know, a lot of these clearing agencies and counterparties don't work on weekends. Right. They require people in offices. They're still operating on mainframes.
Well, so could you even do it then?
Well, I think one thing that's really interesting is the possibility of traditional assets and the crypto technology to become one. Crypto technology and the traditional financial system, including stocks, could converge, and we could take advantage of instant settlement, 24-hour trading, lower costs, fractionalization built in for trading traditional assets.
But when you have meetings, are you saying, guys, we got to get there. We got to get to 24/7 trading of equities and everything else. We want to be the first.
Yeah, we've been saying that for, pretty much ever since the beginning.
All right, I agree with Vlad. I think I agree with anybody that understands the power of blockchain and what this means for traditional finance markets. The question will be, is there maybe something already in queue to take over this next generation? When you look at the size of just what Roaring Kitty is doing right here, look at this. We're talking about, I'll refresh this, but right now it's 465,000. I don't know if that's a record or not in terms of a live stream. Yeah, 465,000 waiting on this particular live stream. That's a huge power in the financial markets. And most likely this again gets back into the normies, the people that are retail investors like you and me. What we're seeing right now is maybe making history because Wall Street doesn't necessarily understand what is happening, I think, from a much bigger standpoint. Just to give you an example of this, maybe you're a brand new to our channel and you're not really sure enough about, well, how does this really apply to crypto, tokenized assets, and merging those two markets like what Vlad was talking about, the CEO of Robinhood. This is a platform called Jupiter. Now, Jupiter allows you to do swaps like most DeFi, but it also allows you to do limit orders. You can even do DCA. All of this is available on Solana right now. And think about this. There is soon to be stablecoin regulation. This is going to open up a massive amount of exposure, I think, in a lot of these kind of platforms within this. And all you have to do is connect a wallet over here, and you're literally trading on a decentralized exchange versus decentralized. So all you need is liquidity in the marketplace where the market makers are. And at that point, there's no more of this intermediary, which has been pretty much Wall Street for the last 50 years. So this could change things in a very big way. I think it's also why you see companies like BlackRock and Citadel saying, hey, maybe we need to go ahead and start a digital assets exchange, which is what they're trying to do now in Dallas. So a lot happening. And remember, all of this is being run right now on Bird Eye, another tool that gives you the capacity to do analysis on just pretty much any kind of token out there. This is another factor that I think showcases, because this gets into scenarios of what's available to review, et cetera. But this is the power of what's happening today in digital assets. So you can connect any wallet and go into open trades without actually going through exchanges. So I think this is the merger that eventually makes its way in traditional finance as we know it today, and it starts to change things in a very big way. Make sure and smash the like button. We do like to get that feedback from you guys. If you like live streams, we're doing one a little bit earlier today. We will have a trading video out today as well. I think we have Tim on today, so we'll break down where some of the projects are going, including some of the altcoins. Take a look at some of the movers this week, because there's been some hot tokens to now analyze and see where they're going, and are they more long-term plays or short-term plays. A lot happening on base. We'll have to take a look at some of that, so make sure and stick around for that. We'll probably drop that toward the end of the day. And by the way, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, and one of the things you have to do is hit that bell, because when we do these live streams, that's going to give you a notification and you'll be able to come right in and be able to catch this live. Let's see if Roaring Kitty is live just yet. So he's still holding on. I just wonder, is he trolling everybody to let Wall Street know this is the power of what he could do to a financial market just by putting 500,000 people on, blast for one thing? I don't know. That's an interesting move right now. Here's a good example also when you look at the power of these kinds of tools. This is going to enable us to do things, because this is an example of where you've got buy entries all tied into your wallet that is directly related to your performance here. This is something I think we need to see more of. I hope TradingView, if you guys are watching, this would be a great add-on for TradingView. But it's another opportunity that I think would be a great analysis tool for any exchange and any brokerage out there as well. Further into this is another example. This is airdrop season. This gets into a whole new layer, but this is the backpack wallet that works with Bird Eye. So literally you could have Bird Eye and this wallet, and you would be completely oblivious to traditional markets and be able to trade, manage all against liquidity that's out there in the market, and be able to do this on the fly 24/7. That's the difference in decentralized finance and the future of where all this is going. For sure. Make sure to put some questions in over on the side. We'll try to get to some of those. Do we have a poll today, by the way? All right, so we got a poll. We'll be able to grab that in a second. I want to go to another clip, and this clip is going in on Gensler, and he's talking about disclosures. This gets so silly. Take a look.
Shouldn't we have it? Shouldn't we have some sort of product?
Let me say something more broadly about the crypto markets. These tokens have not given you the disclosures that you not only need to make your investment decisions, but also that are required by the law. We, the SEC, tomorrow are turning 90. Happy birthday, SEC, 90. And secondly, that exchanges like here, this floor, the New York Stock Exchange, get properly regulated to protect against fraud and manipulation, and they don't trade against you.
Chair Gensler, wait. We have only a little bit of time
The
left.
SEC versus Ripple Labs.
Ripple.
Good.
Dave, what do you want to ask?
There you go.
Thanks.
I've got the floor.
Thanks.
I love it to see Gensler. I almost just want to call BS on that, because this has been happening in blockchain for a very long time. It's called disclosures. Actually, it does happen, Mr. Gensler. If you look at this is a good example as a DEX tool. This is on Solana right here. So you can get, if you go over on the side, you see your pool there available, your market cap, all that. And you keep going further into this and you start seeing everything all the way into checking audits on the project. You click that, it pulls up your audit scan, tells you if you've got a scam there, if you've got a contract that's verified, if it's a honeypot, all sorts of things that will enable more, basically more awareness and more disclosure for every project, every token, every digital asset out there. Right now, this is not available out there in traditional finance. And I think that's the thing that scares them the most. It's the thing that maybe concerns them the most, is that there's a whole new era being built outside of this ecosystem. And it's one of the challenges, I think, that, when you think about Keith Gill and what he's been able to do, in reality, all of that happened outside traditional finance. It was not the hedge funds. It was not the traditional finance partners. None of that was the case. In fact, it was you guys. It was people like you and me that are out there trading against the big guys in a very big way. And that's why I think crypto is one of the most attractive models out there in terms of finance today. So a lot happening for sure. This is another thing. I mean, you can go into token unlocks. This is just more tools available out there. This is Sandbox. But you can go into full token unlocks, look at everything that's happening down the road. Where do you see these kinds of data points out there until you get an earnings call or you get something of that nature on traditional finance? You just don't, so that's another factor that plays into this. Here we are 17 minutes in and he has not pulled the trigger on live stream right now. That's interesting. SEC is now shuttering their office behind the failed debt box crypto lawsuit. Now remember, the reason they're getting out of Dodge right now in Utah is because that was where the team was that was trying to basically put that box out of business, and they basically got their hands handed to them. So hey, let's just get out of here now, since everybody here has been fired and put into that kind of position. I think that is a factor that just shows more problems with the SEC and overreach within these markets. I think we're going to see a lot of movement here. Stablecoins, my predictions, we're going to get it. It's going to happen this year. It may happen before the election. I think it will happen before the election. And I think we may even get FIT 21, which is the other one, in a big way. I'll show you some of that in a second. I want to go to, make sure we'll get questions. I'm going to go to a bonus clip because this gets into everything from GameStop fundamentals, all that kind of stuff. Then we'll take a look at a handful of tokens, and hopefully the live stream will have started by then. Let's go to that clip real quick.
I don't know. I mean, GameStop is a crappy company. I mean, what do you want me to say? Look at its financials.
I did, actually, Charlie.
Wonderful, right?
They have $1.2 billion in cash.
Right.
Okay, $602 million in debt. Obviously, they report June 11th after the close.
What was it last quarter?
Well, they came in with $5.2 billion in revenue.
What was their earnings?
But
I'm just telling you.
$5.2 billion in revenue is not a crappy business. That's not a crappy business, Charlie.
$5.2 billion in revenue? This is not a company that's worth 50 times.
That's the market's decision.
No. It's not. It's when reality will set in.
Don't say no, Charlie. You can't deny that.
GameStop is well off its highs. AMC is down 99%. We should put a chart up at AMC. It looks like it's doing great today. Be prepared to lose your you-know-what. If the shorts are getting slaughtered, where's the hedge fund that's going out of business?
Well, one did. We know that. Lightning can strike twice.
You're not going to see it.
I'm just telling you, a company that makes $5 billion.
No, it doesn't make. That's the revenues.
That's called sales.
Yeah, that's right. That's the revenues. It's not making
so then
it's making it is what you earn.
Okay. I say sales means that's what came in.
And what did they sell before people stopped buying these things at malls?
Well, revenue is down about 19%
Yes,
quarter over quarter.
Well, think about that.
But at least I'm coming with numbers, Charlie. I'm not just throwing out accusations.
You're coming with numbers that make no sense.
They're not shutting down and they're not bankrupt.
Well, wonderful. And they're not bankrupt. Let's throw some more money at it.
You're just holding them to a different standard than some of these other companies.
Lower revenues, and I'm holding them to a different standard.
No, lower revenue. A lot of companies put out lower revenues.
Oh, wait a second. But you see you get that part, right?
No, I don't get it at all.
I
don't get it at all. I'm just a dummy. Roaring Kitty.
What time is he on?
Noon.
Oh.
YouTube.
I think I'll work out.
Live stream.
All right, we'll see about that. I mean, she was definitely defending against Gasparino. One thing that you have to think about, guys, if you look at most of Wall Street and you look at their attention toward probably the number one category out there, which is the tech stocks, and then you start to dive into many of those companies out there within the next, let's say the top 50, there are so many of those companies that are making zero in profits. Revenues are coming in, zero in profits, yet those stocks are doing just fine in many cases. And Uber is a good example. The one that comes to mind the most is that they've been continuously losing money over time. And I think this is a factor that many of traditional Wall Street, they just can't get their head around how to trade a meme. And that is the challenge that Wall Street will have to deal with from here on out. It's not a situation that I think is even a question, because she is right. There's revenue there whether you like it or not, but she did own him for sure. Let's take a look at the markets right now. Bitcoin moving up slightly at around 71. Holding in the sentiment zone right now, not bad. Looking at Ethereum coming down slightly, falling out of that sentiment zone. This is something that we had predicted, that we think that Ethereum is probably going to go a little bit sideways and slightly down here, so we're watching that one pretty close. All right, we've got some questions. We're going to try to get to some of those for you guys. I think Charlie has a short on GME, probably. JC Crypto. FUD is everywhere. I would say you are exactly right, Malvin. The amount of FUD that's playing into the market right now, and the good thing is you guys are watching this live stream, you're watching our channel. First of all, you guys are FUD proof. You understand where the real news and how to put this stuff together. Because what we do on this channel is kind of unique. We put together not just news stories, we put together the connection between news story A to news story 15 and all of the minutia in between, because a lot of times what happens over here on the lead story has so many additional legs to it that are tied into it. So our research team does that for you. We go chase down this stuff, then we verify it, then we back channel it to see if there's something actually happening in that project. And that's when you have the real narrative that occurs. None of that happens anywhere else out there. So you guys already are ahead of the game, much faster than a lot of these people. So congrats to you guys coming in on the channel today. How do you buy Roaring Kitty on base? Okay, is that Coinbase? All right, so first of all, there's a lot of meme stocks out. I would go with GME, and just whether you go over here to DEX tools, you can kind of see Solana right here. You can go over and get it on base right there, GME right there on base available. So check out dextools.io. Good place. Andy Muir says, no coincidence, Charlie G's book is called Bought and Paid For. That is, we know that is happening all over Wall Street right now, guys. That's this. Listen, inside trading is accepted. It's just accepted in Wall Street. Everybody knows it's happening, but the minute that something like that goes out into the mainstream, away from the traditional finance markets, it's a little bit different, for sure. Let's check back in. We'll take a look at the poll real quick, get in some more questions. Take a look. All right, so have recent GameStop halts soured your interest in the TradFi? I'm surprised that you guys, so many people still believe that it is the best market. That's a strong number. What was the total vote on that right now? Pull that back up for a second. I want to just kind of see. So almost 1,000 votes coming in on this. 55% of you, I'm no longer in the stock market. That's still a large portion of our audience that is pushing into those markets. Is still the number one. Hey, listen, I still own a handful of stocks, just because it is the way. And it's one thing that I think will always be the case. Let's go over and look at, let's see if I can pull up GameStop real quick. And see, yeah, it's dumping slightly on the day right there. If I pull it up on the 1 hour, you can kind of see the movement downward from its top. What is that off that top this morning? She's down about 50. So we'll see if this happens. Roaring Kitty's still not live, and it's almost 12:25. Very intriguing issues developing right here. More questions coming in. Uncle Josh says, oh, looks like he's coming on. Let's go. Let's see what we got. So we got a couple of things happening. We'll go to the live stream real quick and bring that in for you guys. We'll do a handful of analysis, hopefully, as he's starting to reveal what's happening. You gotta love this. I mean, if anything, he's a guy that definitely understands how to draw an audience. So it looks like he's been beat up a little bit here on the stock this morning. Gasparino is on his side for sure, coming in on this one. Let's see, what is Kitty saying on Ags? Raise your hand if you read the disclosures. He halted like the stock. You guys have got some good statements here. Oh, he's going to go live at 1 million. I like that one, meme, if he goes live at 1 million. That was good. Ban E-Trade. Buy Kitty on Solana. Too good. Too good. Too good. He's just having a fun time. If Pelosi can do it.
Oh, shit. Oh, am I okay? Oh, shit. Oh, that was a close call. I'm gonna get my shit set up there. Oh. Help. Send help. Send help. Can y'all hear me right now? I kind of forget how to do this. I kind of tested it. Can you hear me? I can't keep up with this chat. You can hear me? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can't read this chat. The chat. Oh, you can hear me. Oh, excellent. I had to dust this shit off to get this working. Ah, you brought me back to life with the chat. It's like the bzz, bzz. Oh shit, I'm alive. Kinda. What's up, everybody? I'm looking around. I feel like it's working, but I haven't done it in so long. I think it's working. I see you can hear me. It looks like it's going okay. So I think we can get it. Sorry, I'm legit looking at the chat here just to see. Okay, all right, I think it's working. I think it's working. Honestly, I can't believe that shit. I thought for sure I'd fuck it up somehow. Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, shit, I didn't even pour the beer yet, but that's okay. I got a beer. You know, I know it's the middle of the afternoon here, but right? It's Friday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's not 5 o'clock here, but it's about to be. Oh shit! Wait, do I gotta wear this shit the whole time? I don't think there's no YouTube rules like whatever your drip is when you start, you got to keep rocking that. I'm pretty sure there's no way that's a rule. I mean, I'll keep it up for now because cheers, everybody! Let's go! Oh shit! Look at this! It's going up. I could say that, right? Can I say that? Can I say it's going up? Is that okay? Look at this. I can't keep that getting over. I think I can say that. Cheers. Crazy stuff going on these days, huh? Crazy stuff. Can you believe it's me? Can you believe it? Because it kind of looks like a lot of people don't. So I figured I'd pop in here, say what's up, everybody. I hope everyone's doing good. I know it's not the usual time of the stream, but figured I'd see what's going on, check in, how everyone's doing. No real game plan here. Just wanted to hop in, see what's popping. Damn. Yo, there's mad heads in here. God damn. All right. Okay, yeah, so I hope everyone's doing well. It's been a few years now. I hope y'all are good. We've been doing okay here, hanging in there. This, you may not, I mean, I was just messing around with this. This isn't a real bandage. This isn't a real, what do you call this, a splint? Is that the word? It's not real. I'm messing around right now. I'm messing around, okay? So other than this, we're doing okay here, right? It's been a crazy, well, first, I mean, it's been a crazy few years, right? It's been a crazy couple of months, too. Oh, shit. Yeah, bonkers. I wanted to, oh, here, let me just close. Ooh. It's pretty good to be back, you know? I kind of forgot. You kind of forget what it feels like after it's been so long. Huh? I hope, before I get started here, I feel like, what is it, Ocean's 12? Like, how many espressos do you have? 5. That's me right now, you know? But now you got to make the switch, you know? You do the little pre-gaming. You do the pre-gaming action, which in my case might be some coffee or some espresso or something. But I think it's time to make a switch, all right? So, I don't know what type of beer you think I'd be going for today, but, I mean, maybe this isn't the right day to do it. I mean, I hope, can I do this? Can I show this? Oh, you can't see it! You can't see it! Oh, can you guess what beer that is? Can you guess? That's a hint that you can't see it. Oh, I should have tested that. Whoops. Oh, shit. Let's see if you... Oh, you see it. Oh, they see it. I mean, I'm not cut up with the chat, but at least I can see y'all scrolling through there. Green. It's green. It's green. Because, all right, so it's green, right? But go Celtics, all right? Go Celtics. We won last night, all right? I'm pulling for them. I guess it's not a green day here, right? But, this is the finals, baby. To start off the series with that shit, come on. Let's pour it. Let's pour this. Let's start it off right. Like I said, 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock. Oh, Carlsberg is actually a good guess. That's actually a good guess. That's a green one, too. Rolling Rock. Go Celtics. Let's go. See, I can't keep up with the chat, but I can look over. Sorry, I'm new to a lot of people being here, right? I just look, but at least I can catch some of your things. All right, let's pour this in here. My buddy, oh, can you see this if I pour it all the way in there? I should have showed you before I poured this shit. My buddy hooked me up with some, oh, you can't see it. Oh, you can't see it. Maybe when the head pops up. Hold on. All right, let me just pull that up here, huh? Man, I kind of screwed up the pour there. That's okay. Okay, I'm doing it with one hand. Also, I'm sorry. I mean, I was late, but you try starting a stream rocking this. You know, I mean, I'm doing it. I'm like trying to do it opposite here. All right? Sorry about that.
Get going.
All right, oh, not for real though.
All right, so he's cooking. Looks like I don't know if he's going to make a trade. If he's going to give some analysis here on this.
All right, let's do that.
The beautiful part of this is all happening on mainstream finance.
All right, let's pop that off.
All happening on mainstream finance.
Oh shit! It's stuck to my hair.
Today.
Okay. Pop that over
the
there.
Machine, yes. Money can't buy sanity. 500,000 views.
Here too, but I don't. I mean, now you know I was just messing around. I don't need this ice pack.
Actually, Fox, I don't know what the largest.
I got this ice pack just in case. I mean, it is getting a little bit warm. But again, I was just messing around. I don't actually need this. But if I get too hot, let's hope the beer cools me down. Yeah. So what's up, everybody? I gotta be. Do I have to be careful what I say here? I'm not really sure. I don't know, but I did want to hop on the stream here. I mean, you've seen. I mean, some of you have seen. I've been back, kind of active for a few months, but I did want to. Oh wait, let me just move this over here. Figured I'd check in. This is me, by the way. I see a lot of question marks. Oh, is he back? Is it someone else? I mean, can you tell? Can you tell it's me now? I mean, what weirdo spends their free time working on memes? You know, like, is someone else doing that? You know, I own it. That's okay. But no, hey, this is me. I'm not AI either. Or am I AI? Ooh. I could be these days. You know, I see it's changed a lot these past few years. But no, this is me. I wanted to pop in here, be like, yo, what's up? Say what's up. I guess remind everybody that this is me, that I'm the one active on my accounts, of course. What else to say here? I see a lot of the stuff out there. I'm just like, what the hell? What else? Oh, these are the accounts I'm showing, and my positions are mine. You know, it's like those are my positions. I'm not working with anybody else. I mean, I'm not working with hedge funds. Like that's kind of, it's like the same stuff as last time. So it's kind of interesting to see that stuff. So I'm like, all right, I gotta hop on a stream and just remind people, you know. And then what else? Like I'm not an institutional investor, you know. I'm not all this other stuff, and I am definitely not Paul Dano. All right. I don't know if you thought you were gonna tune in today. It was gonna be like Paul Dano on here, but I'm not Paul Dano. Okay. And actually, I gotta be honest here. I still haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen it. I've seen some clips, but I still haven't seen that movie. But no, I'm not Paul Dano. I'm not Paul Dano either. So I'm sorry to disappoint if that's what you were tuning in to see. Oh no, I'm causing it to go down. I need a button that, like, I press the button and it ejects me from this. If the price is going down, or if I say something, oh boy, just press the button and get me out. But it is what it is. What am I gonna do? Yeah, so I just wanted to check in with you folks, remind you all that stuff, let you know that it's me, say what's up. Let me see this chat here. And yeah, so I mean, can I talk about GameStop? What can I say about GameStop? I mean, the funny thing is that I have a lot of the same feelings about everything, you know. It's you kind of, I mean, I've talked a lot about GameStop and how I feel about the situation and all that, and I thought I wanted to hop on and kind of reiterate a lot of my viewpoints that I had previously, and yeah, I think, if you remember my previous thoughts on the company and the opportunity, there was kind of like a two-part thesis to it, and that second part of the thesis is a reinvention of the business model, or a transformation, whatever you want to call it. And I just, to remind people who, if you haven't seen my materials, is that we're in that second part of it here, where it's less about, I see over the past couple of years, I see an overemphasis on like that legacy business, and it's just, there's no it matters. It's not that it doesn't matter, of course, but they're in the transformation stage here. And what could they transform into? You know what I mean? There's a lot of question marks about that, understandably so. But essentially it becomes at this stage of that second part of the analysis, this transformation part, it becomes a bet on the management. You know, in particular, of course, Ryan fucking Cohen. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Cohen and his crew. And that's what folks are should be focused on, you know what I mean? And that's probably going to be an ongoing debate as to how people feel about him, whether he can successfully transform that business. And those are great discussions. And those are good discussions that need to be had. And so when I look at the situation, though, and I'm kind of going to be echoing some of the thoughts that I had previously, is that I feel like I see enough where I believe this guy might be able to do it, right? That's not a guarantee. This is the same thing as before. I mean, I'm not promised anything, but over the long term here, I think he seems like the type of guy. He seems like he has those characteristics, and the way he approaches this seems like he might be able to do this. But again, that's not a guarantee. This is kind of like, it's kind of based on feel. You've heard me say that, right? And so I have that feeling. I have this feeling, and I'm like, all right, let me reiterate some of these feelings that I have. But it remains to be seen, you know. And you should keep your eye on stuff too. Reserve the right to change your mind about stuff, just like I do. Don't follow anyone blindly. Nothing on this stream is advice. Hopefully, you all know that, right? This is the same thing. But like when I have a feeling about that, it's like, all right, well, let me share it. I could be wrong about stuff, but I think, all right, let's talk about it. And I don't know. I think he has the characteristics that he could do this. In particular, I think we can all agree GameStop finds itself in a very unique situation, just like it did last time, right? Not just in the gaming space per se, but you have a company where you actually have so many people rooting for it, right? They're rooting for it to work out, myself included. How often does that happen? That folks like really want it to work out, and it's a highly unusual position, and it's so unusual. The way you manage that situation is. You got to manage it the right way. And honestly, the way he seems to be doing it, I think he's from a distance here, right? I have no idea, but I put myself in his shoes, and I think he's kind of seems to be taking the right approach, given this very unique situation that he finds himself, that the company finds itself in. You have a lot of investors kind of following what's happening, kind of wanting it to work out. You know what I say? That's very unusual. It's a very unusual situation. And I don't know if there's not too much precedent for it. You see it with some other companies, especially when the CEOs or the managers are just so heavily investing themselves in the business, investing themselves in the turnaround. And there's some managers out there who are somewhat similar. So I see it in Cohen. So that I think that he has the type of he seems to be doing the right things. And I know the question marks will be, well, what has he done? What is he doing? What's the plan? You know, those are fair questions. But, you know, do you really think he's been doing nothing, or that GameStop hasn't been strategizing, testing some things here and there, and how to move forward? I think that's pretty ridiculous. I think we've seen enough, in particular from him, to be honest. I think we've seen enough from him to think he's got a good head on his shoulders, and he's. Again, we haven't seen anything. It's speculation. You can argue that, but honestly, the way he seems to be handling this, and we don't know a plan, and that's fair. But boy, you're right-sizing the ship. You see even the legacy business cutting costs, trying to stabilize some cash flows. You know, just try to stabilize that legacy business. But now it's all about the transformation, and that cash pile is growing. It seems to be growing. Will they raise more money? We'll see. I don't know. I mean, I see it, but if you just change one factor, and that's that you don't think Ryan Cohen is a doofus, all right? If you don't think he's a doofus and he's not a fool, if you don't think that, and all of a sudden, suddenly they're sitting on billions of dollars in cash, right? And you actually think not only is he not a doofus, but he's extremely talented in that he has the capability to turn this around. Even if you don't agree with that, right? Even if you don't believe it, that's fine. If you just pause for a moment and think about that, I think it really changes your mindset, and that becomes the bet. That becomes the bet, and I don't know. It's going to be a debate. But as time passes, you'll see more. That's the thing. I think some people say, "Oh, a lot of time has passed. We ain't seen shit," and that's fair too. But again, I think because of the uniqueness of the situation, I think generally in this type of case, being quiet, working on stuff behind the scenes. and thinking about what you're going to do can be could be a good approach. That's not the end all be all, right? We'll see where it goes from there, but it's a good starting point. And I personally don't think 3 years is too long in this case. 5 years, 10 years, all right. Like if we all wait in 5 years, 10 years, and it's like, all right, we're going to be going into the pet rock business. Come on. Reserve the right to change your mind, just like I do. That's how
all right, guys. So we got a new poll there.
But,
so fill out free. I'd love to get your feedback on that.
Case, right,
as he's kind of
the
talking about more
absence
of the
evidence
GME
is not evidence of absence, and it seems like people are quick to be like,
they
haven't announced anything. The legacy
this guy
business
that is running it now, many people
struggling.
are. Ryan Cohen, he's not necessarily
over.
been
You know what I mean? I think
the
that's
guy
just
that they're
silly,
picking in terms of making. Many people kind of look at it. Wedbush was even saying that unlikely that he would be able to do it. Ryan Cohen, who he's talking about, the guy that potentially could be the turnaround person.
And it becomes a bet on the management. And you'll see that this is a thing in financial markets. It's unusual that it's a public company, but if you're dealing with like a venture capital opportunity or a startup company, this is often how it works, where you may have an idea or you might have a management team that you believe on, and that tends to be what you'll focus on. And do they seem like they have the right skill set to pull it off? That's the focus. I mean, that's what I mean. This is not unusual in financial markets generally. What might be unusual is that this is a public company, right? In that you have non-institutional investors. You have non-institutional investors who are like making the case for it. That's highly unusual. But it's not unusual in financial markets. It's a little bit different this time around, and so it's just an ongoing argument, discussion, and you won't really. No one knows for sure. I mean, especially me, right? You don't follow anything I do. You see all my disclaimers and stuff. Same thing. None of this is advice. I have an aggressive style. Blah blah blah. You know that stuff. But when you're dealing with these types of opportunities, right? I say it's unusual, but in financial, when you deal in these types of opportunities, you could lose it all. You could lose everything. They're highly speculative in nature. You should know that. These are very risky opportunities, and they are risky because there could be tremendous upside if it works out. But that's the balance, and that's why in those types of opportunities that I'm talking about, that's the trade-off. Big potential opportunities, or you could lose it all, and you kind of factor that into your analysis. And so. It's the same thing here, so it becomes kind of a bet on the team. And from what I've seen so far, I think I reserve the right to change my mind, as you should too. I'm a believer right now. Let's see though, 3 years. Let's see what happens from here. But I think with a significant amount of capital, I don't know. I think let's see where it goes from here. But. That's kind of a reiteration of a lot of stuff I said in my last stream. There was two parts of the thesis. Then this part of the thesis, if you remember, I ascribed at the time. I'm like, well, we can't even discuss this. It was like the bottom of that Word document that I had. I was like, well, let's discuss this when it comes. Well, it came. That kind of first part worked out, and now it's a discussion about this other stuff. So, I mean, I'm probably, you know me, I'm rambling now at this point. I'm probably, let me pour that stuff. But that's I'm just reminding y'all that, like that's gotta. Let's see where it goes from here. But hold on, did I pour? All right, you can't pour it all. Can I get that? What's a drink? My buddy hooked me up. My buddy hooked me up with that. What's a drinking strategy, baby? What's your drinking strategy? Clearly. I mean, look at the impact I'm having here. Where's that button to eject me out of this? Cheers, everybody. Huh? What's a drinking strategy? Let's do this. All right. Yeah, what now, though? What now? I mean, now what do we do? I mean, I kind of got some of that stuff out of the way. I should. Like, should I do? What else? Let me get some. Oh, you see that stuff there. Do I show? It's frozen again. It's frozen again. Can I? Let me chat. Can I do a portfolio reveal? I've never done that on the stream before. Can I do the portfolio reveal? Is that okay? I think I can. I don't think there's any issue with that. I can. Yes. I can do that. Okay. Well, those YouTube rules, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me just check. Let me just make sure this is legit, hunky-dory. Oh, it's frozen right now. Oh, it's halted. I won't do it while it's halted. We'll wait till it's...
Okay, clearly he's got a reveal. He's setting up for this.
Right? Is my screen frozen? I think it's. We'll see.
What's
Let's see
going to
if it
be in
starts
that
moving
bag?
again.
We'll see.
It's kind of it's helpful that it
We'll
just
see.
moves without refreshing the page. Oh, that's kind of nice. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll show you. These are the positions that is just like last time. The positions that I posted. Those are my only positions. There's no other positions. There's no other folks I'm working with. You know what I mean? It's like pretty similar to last time. So I saw people saying that. I'm like, oh no, those are my only positions. I mean, does cash count as a position? Well, you see that. But yeah, that's it. Those are my only positions. So yeah, again, my aggressive style investing was almost certainly not suitable for y'all, right? I'll always say that. Risks are severe. You can lose everything. What I do is not a recommend. You know that because I've said this all this time. This is not. It's important to reiterate, though. It is. That's why I would do it in my streams previously too. You got to know that educational, just not an investing process, but also the risks involved. So I'll do that. I'll just show you. But yo, you see some of those headlines this week? I mean, I see some of the headlines y'all see. Oh, damn, some of the headlines. Whoo! We probably all know about the same amount about this situation. You know what I mean? Based on that, like some of the headlines we see, I kind of see that stuff out there. I'm like, oh no. It reminds me of the Dark Knight. You post a couple of memes. You post a couple of screenshots, and everyone loses their mind. It's like, nah, man, chill. It's okay. But yeah. So we're as far as some of that stuff goes, navigating that, doing my best to navigate that. Yo, chat's crazy. Oh, happy birthday! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the happy birthday wishes. Cheers, y'all. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Cheers, y'all. Early. Is this an yo GameStop? Was this an early birthday gift from y'all? The early birthday gift of early earnings announcements and an offering. I guess. Cheers.
1247 looks like halted right here. Holding on for whatever reasons. Looks like 1247. So 3 minutes on the halt. Let's see how fast it comes back in. It's been halted a couple of times just here since the live stream has been going. GameStop, so definitely.
Yo, chat, what up, chat? I mean, we used to. I mean, cheers to all the folks. We've had some good times over the years, right? Cheers to my YouTube crew, of course, my fellow Redditors, even on X now. What up, X? Cheers to the X crew too. I mean, so many people on social media. It's pretty cool. Like many of you, you grew up. Still birthday thoughts. Cheers. You grew up on kind of the internet, right? You grew up with the internet, and I feel like a lot of us are in the same boat on that. I think that it's a little bit of a connection that, not me, all of us, right? We all kind of have. It's a pretty unique generational type thing. But anyway, I have, on the stream in front, I've never had a ton of followers. Oh, you see how many people? Oh, damn, I didn't. Holy shit, 600K. What up? Oh, look at it. Oh, is that hair? Oh yeah. I mean, is it time for a haircut too? Oh, it's unhalted. Okay. How do I do this? All right, let me just test something. No, is it It's halted again. Is it? Is it not halted? I think it's halted again. It's halted. Everyone, you're beating me to it. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. Another
halt time. So basically some cat and mouse with the New York Stock Exchange right now, playing in on GameStop, which is positioning it very interesting. If I go over to the chart real quick, we'll take a look at where GameStop is right now. He was showing it right about down 33 on the day as it's coming in on this wick right here, still trading around that $30. So.
All right, we'll see when it gets unhalted. What else? What other stuff to touch on here? Get that over there. Chat, I get that. I was like, Yo, shout out Brockton. I seen that. See, I'm going to see like bits and pieces. I'm sorry. This is probably how streams usually work. This is right. Shout out. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, shout out to so many folks. You know, I've been talking about social media and friends and family. Shout out to so many people. I know for some folks it's been a while since we touched base, and so this is an opportunity to say what up to everybody. Oh, damn. I know, but that. All right. What else? Still halted? Let me just check again. Still is. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat here. It's good beer. It helps. I mean, I don't want to take credit for the Celtics' victory last night too. I mean, sorry if you're not a big basketball fan here, but I mean, the green helps. The green, drinking the green during a game, I think does help. I think it does help. Halts are 5 minutes? Oh, I didn't even realize how long they were. Yeah, 600K. I'm reading all this. Oh, I'm not reading all of it. Just checking in. Give me some prompts, you know, to roll with here. Oh, damn. So still going. I know. I wish I had. I know. Well, this isn't really a traditional stream, I suppose, because a traditional stream we'd just be we're kind of just shooting the shit, checking in on stuff. Oh, the halts are due to the stream. Oh, movies. All right, let's go. Yeah, movies. Yeah, now we're talking. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know probably a lot of people tuned in for different reasons. We about to start talking about movies. Just random things. Yeah, I know. Well, you see. I hope y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed some of those memes. You know, you can see I worked a while on that. Which is obviously extremely embarrassing, right? You think I don't know that? I know that, but I think it's kind of fun to work on them. I hope you think some of them are funny too. I think see that's the internet in me, right? Some of y'all know, like that's as a professional lurker. Now I get to share something like, oh, here's something that I worked on too. But you know, it's been like a lifetime of entertainment. It's been pretty cool to like, all right, let me share some of mine. Not just
all right, guys. Make sure and hit the poll. Let's see, what was the poll on this last one, because we dropped it in right here because he's kind of just going random. You guys are half and half again on this crash versus skyrocket. Well, we'll see tomorrow. Will be the case. We're going to exit out of the live stream. Of course, if you want to go catch it, the rest of it. Maybe he pulls the zinger here at the end of the day. He might live stream till the end of close. Who knows what up? But we'll see. We have to get to another video. We've got to record a market mover video where we'll take a look at some of the markets on Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that good stuff. So watch for that one dropping a little bit later today. We'll catch you next time right here on TechPath.